Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. All praise be to Allah, the Lord of the heavens and the earth, and peace and blessings be upon our beloved messenger, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. I'm your host, Hatim al-Absalam. Welcome to our program, Young Leaders, and today we have three young ladies with us in the studio, and we'd like to welcome them. On my right, I have Sarah Al-Ma'ali. Assalamu alaikum, Sarah.
Alaikum salam.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How
You
are
look
you?
very excited.
I am.
Okay. And then we have also on my right Marwa bint Marhoon at-Tobi. Assalamu alaikum, Marwa.
Alaikum assalam.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And finally on my left I have Maitha bint Nasr al-Ma'maliyah. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. Are you related to Sarah somehow?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. We'll find out how later on. I think all of you have been excited to be on the show for the past weeks. Yeah, you've been bugging me so much that you want to be on the show. And today, finally, you're on the show. So I guess today you have a lot to say. We'll find out. Yeah. Okay. So where do we start? Tell us a little bit about yourself, ladies. Who wants to volunteer?
Okay, I'll start.
Okay, go ahead.
So my name is Sarah Al-Ma'ari. I study in Qaram Private School. I'm turning 17 in August.
Mm-hmm.
I want to become a vet when I grow up. I'm totally against animal abuse and child abuse.
You know anyone who's with animal abuse?
No, I actually watched videos through WhatsApp and on the phone, and I watched videos on YouTube.
So, for example, if you become a vet, what are you going to do to stop animal abuse?
There's not much to do, but let's hope we can convince people that they stop animal abuse.
Inshallah. Okay, Marwa, tell us about yourself.
So I'm Marwa Tobi. I study also in Qaram Private School.
Yeah.
And I literally do not know what I want to do in my life.
Okay, that's a good sign. Yeah.
Because everyone tells me, like, every time I think of something, they always tell me, oh, you'll have all your hopes now, and then they'll just crush into 1,000 tiny little pieces.
Okay, I think you should get rid of your friends. Yeah.
I know.
You're saying that in front of me?
Well, I didn't know that both of you are friends, but now that I know...
we're homegirls.
You should get rid of Sarah. No, but seriously, what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 11.
11, so you have one more year and then you need to
I
find out.
have a year to figure it out.
Yeah, okay, that a year is enough, I think, to find out.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, inshallah, and maybe you can consult your parents or loved ones, and they can help you. Or you can help Sarah in her cause of destruction of animals.
Yeah.
Okay, Maitha, tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Maitha Al-Ma'ari, and I'm in ABQ, Azam al-Qais, and I want to be a psychologist when I grow up.
Psychologist.
Yeah.
Okay, so to deal with people like Sarah and Marwa.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So, what made you come on the show? Why did you want to do this experience? Many of the students who I invite, they're a bit shy and they don't think it's a good idea. Yeah. Why is it so exciting for you girls to be on the show?
I think it's a good experience for us. And they say you have 100 things to do before you die, so this is one of them.
Sarah told me about it yesterday.
Why are you so negative? Are you planning to die soon or something?
No, but it's in the list of 100 things to do.
So you'll tick it off today?
Yeah.
It's on her bucket list.
Inshallah.
That's it.
Inshallah. Okay, Marwa, what about you?
Well, Sarah told me about it yesterday, and I think it's a way of sharing your ideas to everyone else.
Maitha?
I say the same thing.
Okay.
Really?
Have you heard the program before, or is it your first time?
No, I heard about it before.
You heard about it before? Okay.
We should ask you a question.
Yes,
Why
go ahead.
did you make this?
Why did I make this show? Okay, previously I used to do programs for adults only, and then I thought about it and said that we don't have any dedicated programs for young people such as yourself. And I thought that you are the leaders of the future. You're going to build this country. You are the ones who are going to make Oman a star on the map. So you need a place to express yourself and share your ideas. And people, and there are a lot of misconceptions about young people. So we wanted to clarify these misconceptions. So today, inshallah, we'll talk about some of the misconceptions.
Inshallah.
Maybe we should start with the first one. Yeah, many adults around us think that young people in this generation, they're not responsible at all.
Okay.
Yeah, do you agree with this?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay. In what sense?
Because if you ask me, my parents would be like, okay, Sarah, go do this. And I sometimes not bother to go and do it, so I just won't do it.
What comes into your mind when your parents ask you to do something, and then what comes in your mind?
Oh man!
Everything.
I'll do it later, or
No, because if I don't think it's important, I really wouldn't bother to do it. But at the same time, because they're my parents, I'd do
Yeah.
anything for them.
okay. So have you thought about it, all of you? One day, if you have your own kids and you shout out to them and say, "Go and do this," and they don't do it, do you think you're going to react the same way your parents react today?
No, because my kids are gonna be living in that small little box.
What
Only
box?
with holes.
You were just talking about animal abuse. Now you have your kids in a box.
They're my kids, remember?
Talk about child abuse.
Okay, so Marwa, what is responsibility to you?
Responsibility is when you're given something to do and you just do it.
Okay. Maitha, do you have any responsibility at the moment?
Not really.
Not really. Would you like to have more responsibilities in your life?
Not at this age. I think when I grow up, maybe yeah, but not
You're already
really.
grown up.
You know, when I'm in college and when I get married and stuff like that.
Okay, then maybe it's going to be a shock that everything is coming at the same time, and maybe
No.
you won't be able to figure it out what to do
No, I mean like I want to have fun.
at this
Like,
point of
yeah.
time. Okay, and let someone else do everything on your behalf. Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay. When you hear the word leader, what's the first thing that comes into your mind, Marwa?
You're good with coordinating with people.
Uh-huh.
You have a way of speaking to people and inspiring them for them to follow your... Like, if you ask them to do something,
Yeah.
and if they're inspired by you, they will do it. If they're not, they won't.
So that's a quality of a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have many young leaders in our community, Maitha? Do you know anyone who you consider to be, like in school or in your neighborhood, or maybe in family,
Yeah.
someone who is young and you think that they have the impact on others?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. What makes them a leader?
I think it's the way they deal with people.
Mm.
Like they make you actually listen to them.
Yeah.
They don't just order you, just do this, do that. They actually communicate with you.
Okay. Sarah, do you think it's important to have young leaders at our time?
We do, because, for example, if you're 16 years old and then you have a 20-year-old leader, I think they can understand you much better, rather than a 40-year-old that's just going to be like, do this, do this, do this. And because they're so old and they're thinking, you can never find out what they actually want from you, and they can't really advise you.
The other misconception is that there is a very big gap between parents today and their children. Yeah?
Mm.
Do you think this is true, or it's just a myth?
It really depends on the parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
In general, when you talk to your friends at school, yeah, do you discuss these things about your parent? Do you think you're very close to your parents? You understand each other, or you're in Mars and they're in Pluto?
Well, they usually say that if there's a large gap between you and your parents, you wouldn't get along as well as if they were younger.
Mhm.
But to me, I feel like you should always try and get along with your parents, because at the end of the day, they're always going to be there for you.
So the effort has to come from you.
Yeah, you have to also put in an effort. They would appreciate it.
So what are some of the things, Maitha, that you do to get along with your parents?
Well, I'd say the first thing is you have to study, because mainly they pay for your education and everything.
Okay.
So you have to study and get the A's, so they actually appreciate what you do in the end.
Okay, we have a call? Okay, we got a very early call. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
I am fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. Who's this?
Saada with you?
Saada.
Yes,
How are you, Saada?
I am fine, thank
So
you.
have you been listening to the show since the beginning?
Excuse me?
Have you been listening to the show since the beginning?
No, I didn't listen because I am at work, so I cannot open the FM here.
Ah, okay. So what would you like to tell the ladies today?
What is the show about?
What is the show about? I'm sure it's not a cooking show, but it's a show called Young Leaders, where
Okay.
we have young leaders from schools. They come
Okay.
here and they express the way they feel about this world, their future plans, and many other issues.
Okay.
And we have in the studio, we have Sarah, and we have Marwa, and we have Maitha.
Hi.
So would you like to tell them anything? Would you like to ask them anything? Are you there?
Yeah, tell me again, the show is about what?
Okay, can you call us back, please? Yeah, later on the show. Okay, so where were we?
We were talking about parents.
We were talking about parenting. Okay, so for sure, the older generation, the way they raised their children in the past was different. Yeah, there were no many challenges like the ones we have today, and the parents that we have today, they are facing a different type of generation, the technological generations, who are very attached to their gadgets and technology and social media and things like that. Yeah, and I hear many parents complaining saying that we are very attached to technological advancement. Yeah, but actually, parents themselves are also attached to the technology. It's not only the young people. Yeah, but if we ask all of you today, what is technology to you?
Life.
So, what's the maximum duration that you stayed away from Instagram?
I don't
Facebook
really
and
use these things because at
What
home...
do you use?
Nothing, because at home my dad, he just has the limited time for everything. For example, during exam days we have the internet from 2 to 3 only.
Okay.
You just have the whole day to study. And when we have our phones, the internet is off by 10.
Okay.
You can't do anything about it.
So, do you see your life maybe a week without technology?
Not really. I got used to it because by time you get used to it, because it's not only 1 day or 2 days, it's every day. It's like a life.
Okay. Marwa, are you learning anything from the technological advancement that we have today?
Yeah, I'm learning several things, and you also mentioned imagine a week without your technology.
Yeah.
I've actually been through that.
How was the feeling?
It was really nice. Like, you don't really worry about what's going on in like social media, and you just have time for yourself.
Were you able to focus on other things in your life?
Yeah.
Maybe you found out that some of the qualities that you didn't know that you had in you.
You literally sit there and you contemplate and you think, what do I need to do with my life? And then you think of all the people you didn't visit, all the things you haven't done, and then you realize that you're just wasting your time. But then when you're back at it, then you're using your phone again.
Okay. So basically we need to have a balance in every single thing that we do.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Respect. Yeah? Respect is a big word, and everyone demands respect. Yeah? In your generation, what does respect mean to you? With your colleagues, with your teachers, with everybody around you? Maitha, have you experienced anything that you thought that is disrespectful for you?
To me, not really, but I've seen it happen to other people.
Things like what? Give us an example.
Like students disrespecting teachers. Like it's being like a problem these days. Teachers can't handle students anymore.
Do you believe that it's a two-way thing, or is it?
Yeah, it has to be mutual.
So for example, if you are a decision maker in the school and you notice such experience, what would be the right thing to do?
I think the students should be punished for that.
Should be punished, yeah? So you're gonna whip them, or
No.
you're gonna ask them to stand in the naughty corner? Or
I
what are you gonna do?
a week of detention is enough.
A
Week of detention. Week of detention. Okay. In our life, we have ups and downs. Yeah. Sometimes we feel good. Sometimes we feel bad. Yeah. This is the human nature. And when we are down, our morale is down. Our self-esteem is down. What are some of the ways that can help us overcome?
I think staying positive, because I believe that every person that's going through a lot is because it's a test, and these tests shut you down because you're going to become better in the future.
Yeah, but some people can't get it. How do you become positive?
This may sound really cheesy, but you control how you feel. It's all in your head. Like, if someone made you upset, you chose to feel upset. You can choose to feel happy about it. It's all in your head, basically.
So you basically, do you girls go through that period where you feel ups and downs, you don't feel like talking to anyone.
Yeah, we have a lot of mood swings.
You have a lot of moods, yeah?
Yeah.
So
We're girls.
are there some days where you don't feel like talking to Sarah?
Yeah, some
and-
days you just want to like shut yourself in a room and not socialize or talk to anyone. But then you have to remember that that's not the way to cope with it. You have to get out there. You have to try and make yourself feel happy.
Okay. All of you, do you see yourself as team players, or do you see someone who is individual? I want to be alone. I want my privacy. I want everything to do alone. So, for example, if you go shopping, do you rather go alone or do you rather go in a group?
Believe it or not, I'm more of an introvert. So I prefer spending my times alone. Even my parents would complain about it. They'll be like, try and socialize a bit more with people and sit around people.
So is it part of your nature, or
Yeah,
is it?
it's part of my nature. I've always been like the quiet introvert.
What happens if you move on and go to college and you have you have to do projects and assignments and things like that? with a
I do
group?
not have a problem with working in groups.
Mhm.
It actually isn't a problem for me. I can socialize with people. I can talk to them. But most of my times I prefer spending them alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Sarah and Maitha?
I think I like socializing with people. I don't like being
Socializing.
lonely.
Okay.
Yeah, for
What-
me, it depends.
Depends on what.
Because I have moods. Sometimes I really like someone, and then sometimes I just hate them. I just hate them being there.
I hope I'm not on one of them.
We just
Yeah.
met you. It's
Okay. Okay. Well, actually, there's a lot to be said, but one of the things that I want to talk about is about being a good listener. Yeah, because, for example, if you all have ambitions to become very powerful leaders or very influential leaders, you need to learn how to listen. Most of the time, we talk, and we don't give others the opportunity to express themselves. Yeah. So what do you think of listening? Do you consider yourselves good listeners?
yeah, I listen to people a lot, but
Are
then
you sure?
yeah, I do. Come on.
Yeah. For how long?
Until they start saying things that don't have to be said, and then that's where I cut them off. And it's my turn to speak.
I came across an argument and this guy was yelling at the other guy and he was like, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use this one more than you use this.
Yeah. Most of the time, I think I went through a physical experience of silence. Yeah. I don't remember when was it. I think it was in 2013. Yeah, I think most probably. I had an operation. I removed my tonsils. And at that time, I had to stay for 10 days I wasn't able to speak. I was just munching on ice cream.
Oh my god.
And I had a very talkative daughter, who refused to come today. She's grounded today. So she used to come every single morning, and she she's a very active kid, and she starts at a very early time of the morning. And she says, "How are you? And why aren't you at work?" And I can't respond. I can't say anything. And she keeps on going on and on and on and on. And it was mental torture for me. And,
How can you say that?
and then she says, "What's wrong with you? I'm talking to you. Why aren't you responding?" But that experience really taught me that I got to learn a lot about my daughter. Yeah, when I listen to her, when I'm not giving her orders, I get to see what she thinks, her personality. So I think we should have those moments of silence, just observe others and think of what they say.
I know parents are silent killers.
Parents,
Yeah,
in what way?
because I'd make my mom angry and I'd talk to her and she just ignore me. That's when it
How does it make you feel?
makes me like it's so mad at her. I'm just like, why aren't you answering me?
So
I
do
hate
you
to be
prefer a very healthy slap on your face? rather
I
than-
swear
than-
that
yeah?
sometimes I wish she'd beat me other than killing me that way.
Okay, so mom, please continue on the therapy. It's working very well on Sarah.
Cancel.
But at other times when people start venting and you don't actually listen to what they're trying to say, you misunderstand their problem.
Yeah, that's right. So, another few years and all of you will be done with school. Yeah? Are you looking forward to get rid of school?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, more than anything.
Okay. The good news is that you're getting rid of school. Yeah?
Yeah.
And freedom is starting.
Freedom.
But the bad news is
Free at
that
last.
the bad news is that this is the beginning of the world, the real world. Yeah? Where you get to do everything and the amount of responsibility that you're going to have are going to be just overwhelming. Yeah. So, would you prefer to study in Oman or abroad?
Abroad.
Abroad. Where about?
Maybe UK, Australia.
Okay. Why did you choose abroad?
Because I'm tired of living in Oman.
You're tired of okay, we can take your passport and keep it for a few years, and then you can go to Australia, and then we'll think about getting you
It's
back.
okay. I don't think you watch so much movies.
What do you think? What do you think of your parents joining you in the scholarship? That would be interesting.
My
Yeah?
mom is like, if you travel, I'm taking a 6-month holiday. I'm like, Mama, I need to be alone for some time.
Yeah,
Doesn't work.
but are you ready for that world?
I know I get homesick really fast, so let's hope it's not.
And so
gonna-
many hours to Australia? More than 18 hours.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
cancel.
really
I'm
long.
not going to
You're
Australia.
not
The jet
going
lag.
to-
The jet lag.
So, what do you think the journey of being independent will add to your personality?
You would know how to take care of yourself and your own house, and you wouldn't be dependent on someone.
Yeah.
So I think it would help you in the long run.
Okay, are you girls doing anything at the moment to prepare yourself, whether it's mentally or emotionally, for that experience, staying away from your parents? You get to do everything by yourself, you get to cook, clean, wash, pay your bills, and do your studies without anybody reminding you.
My parents have taught me independence at such a young age. They would let me travel alone or do stuff by myself
Yeah.
to prepare me. And my mom would always say, clean this, do this, do this. So I know. So by the time I get there, it's not all new to me.
Okay, that's good. One of the things that I just mentioned was cooking. Yeah, and I've asked one
It's
of
a
the
big
guests.
issue.
I've asked one of the guests in the previous episodes. Okay, what do you think of cooking? And she said it's not a big priority at the moment. Well, I assure you, when you travel abroad, it's the biggest priority because you have to eat to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of the time maybe the food is expensive, or the food you're not used to the local food there. Then you have to learn how to cook.
But then
So,
you have
yeah.
to eat tin food because
No, but
think
then
that
again,
gets bad.
Sarah said technology is life. So basically you can just watch tutorials on how to make a
Yeah.
dish.
Well, it might sound very easy, but it's not.
I've
Yeah,
tried it
it's
before,
not.
it's alright.
It's alright.
It's alright.
Then when are we invited to your house?
Whenever you want.
Yeah, inshallah. The other day I
Inshallah.
asked one of the girls about cooking tea.
Oh, I heard that one.
You heard that one.
the worst. I can never make perfect tea.
And you think you're gonna watch tutorial and
The
cook
thing is, I
biryani?
don't like tea, so it's not a big problem for me. Just drink coffee.
Okay. Well, I'll be reminding you after a few years when you go abroad, inshallah, when your parents accept, of course. And we'll see how you do.
We'll remember you.
Inshallah, I promise you I'll be visiting. Okay. All of us, we have goals in life, yeah? Whether they are small goals or big goals, yeah? Whether they're important, whether they are related to ourselves or to others, yeah? So, Sarah, Marwa and Maitha, what are your goals that you want to achieve, at least in the coming few years? Start with Maitha.
Okay. I want to beat the family goal.
What's the family goal?
So we have this thing in our family where everyone, basically in your last year, you have to bring a very good mark. And then
Okay.
if you bring the highest mark in the family, you get whatever you want, basically, from every member of the family.
So, if you beat that goal, what would you ask for?
A new car.
Are you serious?
No, I wouldn't be in Oman, so.
No, you can ask for the new car and then you go for a scholarship and leave the car with me.
I
Think
don't
about
think
that
so.
Okay, let us take this call. Salam alaikum.
Hello,
Salam alaikum.
my name is Sagir.
Your name is?
Walaikum salam. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
My name is Sagir Baluch.
Said Baluch. How are you?
I'm good. I have a question to the ladies.
Yes, go ahead.
I have a topic last night in my center that was, can an English language center change a society?
Said, just hold on slowly. We can't hear you. Slowly. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, my question is, can an English language center change a society?
Can an English language center change a society?
Center change a society? It was a topic in my center last night, so I'm asking.
Okay, so the society is a non... Okay, we lost Said. I don't know. Okay, do you want to take this question?
I didn't understand that.
I guess. I think he was talking about English changing the society.
Yeah.
English centers.
English Center changing the society. Do you think an English Center would change the society?
Meaning like an English institute where you go and learn English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because English is an international language,
Mhm.
and everyone knowing it would be good. Because sometimes you get to some countries and you can't communicate. Communication as well.
I have an Arabic teacher that would disagree with that because he says an Englishman coming to your country and then speaking with you speak with him with his
Yeah.
language, that's like disrespect to our Arabic language, and they should learn Arabic to speak with us. We shouldn't learn English to speak with them.
And that's a trend. Actually, most of the expatriates who are working in Oman can't speak Arabic
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
we don't speak Arabic to them. Yeah?
Yeah.
So sooner or later, Arabic's going to disappear, even among ourselves. Yeah, we wouldn't be good at our own language.
But also learning a language is a personal choice.
It's a personal choice, but at the end of the day, we should be proud of who we are, yeah, and what we represent. For example, if you go to Japan, yeah, I've been to Japan, every single thing is in Japanese. The keyboard, the toilet, the train, every single thing is in Japanese. And there is nothing in English, yeah? So if you're a tourist there, you want to go somewhere, you have to force yourself to learn. And normally people make it, and they go and they learn. So the people are proud of their language.
The
You know,
struggle is real.
Yeah, so there is no harm in learning other languages. For example, if someone comes to me and says, Hatim, you have the worst English accent, yeah, I would say, Alhamdulillah, that's not my real language, yeah, my mother tongue. So, but if he says, Hatim, your Arabic is terrible, then I would be ashamed of myself.
Yeah.
So, it's somehow an important thing in our life. Okay, shopping.
The girl's best friend.
Okay, so if I give you lots of money, yeah, lots of money, and I mean lots of money, like $1 million real or something,
Retail therapy.
what would you do?
Buy a new house in the way of...
Okay, so you're prepared, you know, eh?
Yeah, because I went and checked the prices of the houses, and
Yeah.
I actually saw one for 1 million riyals, so...
You'd spend all that money on a house.
On a
either way.
house.
Think of it this way, okay?
Mm-hmm. Tell us.
If you sell the
Educate
house,
us.
if
Yes.
you sell the house, you still
Okay.
get more money.
So you buy it
And get my
with
money
$1 million
back.
real and then sell it.
like for double the price or something, and I get my money back.
Okay, so it's an investment opportunity.
Yep,
Okay.
kind of.
Okay. Marwa?
I would like buy a few things that I want, and then I can save the rest. I don't need to spend it all, right?
I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Okay, so it's my money, so I'll spend a few, and then I'll just save it.
So what are some of the things that you would do with the money?
I'd buy like girl stuff, clothes, makeup.
With $1 million real.
Yeah.
Okay. Maitha?
I think I'd invest half the money.
On what?
In what? Drugs.
I don't know. You never know.
So I don't know if all of you know what to do with the money, but please, I might be your private counselor and I can keep the money for you. Yeah. So whenever you're confused, you just let me know.
What if you're gonna use our money?
Hmm?
You're gonna use our money.
We're
I'm
going
not gonna
bankrupt.
use your money. I'm gonna invest it in something useful.
Like,
schools in Africa.
No,
do that.
actually, I want to build a summer camp for young people such as yourself.
Summer camp. That's
We
nice.
have another call. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
How are you?
I am fine, very well.
Alhamdulillah.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. Who is this?
My name is Siddiq Al-Hashmi.
Siddiq
and I
Al-Hashmi.
was listening the program from the beginning,
Yes.
and I appreciate the girls who are there with you in the program, and
Yes.
they're planning to travel abroad. Wish them the good luck for the future education.
Inshallah.
But
Thank you.
during the program, I had 2 points which I'd like to highlight or inform.
Yes,
Point
sure.
number one, most of the girls, they say they want to go abroad because they are bored from Oman.
Yes.
I wish you good luck in the going abroad. But trust me, my girls, when you go abroad, you will miss Oman more than anything because wherever you will be, Your own country is your country, is your own, like your father or mother house.
You say
Yes.
So you never get the bored of that one. This is point number one. Point number two, which you talked about, language of English. That's which I feel in our country we are dishonoring our own father language, which is Arabic. And
Yes.
we should force the expatriate who are here
Yes.
to learn Arabic and communicate in Arabic. But I never say that we should not learn the other language. We should learn. But we should keep alive our heritage, our father, and grandfather's language, which is Arabic. It should
Point-
not
point-
and never should be disappear.
Point taken, brother. Point taken. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you
your
very
call.
much.
Thank you very much for your call.
Assalamu.
Well, I agree with most of the things that you said, Brother Sadiq. And one of the lessons that people learn when they travel is when they come back, they appreciate their country.
because there's no place like home.
Yes, there is no place like home. So I think all of us went through that cycle when we were younger and we wanted to get away from home. We thought that home was not the perfect place. But once we travel and go to other countries, we find out the truth, about our country. That our country is the best place to be and there is no place like home. And regarding the Arabic language, I think we addressed that issue and we're carrying on. So, dress code says who you are. Yeah, some people judge you the way you look. Some people don't. Yeah, does it make a big difference to you, young people? Yeah. So, would you judge a friend at school by their appearance?
Honestly, I think, yeah.
Okay. What are the things that you would? What's the impression that you would have in a person? How does it affect the relationship that you have with that person?
I think it kind of defines them as like you pick out your own outfits in the morning, so you actually want to wear that. So
Okay.
I think it defines you in a way.
Okay.
Well, if you ask me, an outfit doesn't really, it doesn't, what is it called? Define your personality, but it defines you as a person. So if you're not
What's the
dressed up,
difference between the two?
no,
It
because
doesn't-
your personality.
Sarah, please don't talk gibberish.
That's gibberish.
It means gibberish.
That's the word.
Okay, so you said it doesn't represent your personality, but it
Because you never
represents
know
your-
what the person is going through. Maybe he likes to dress up that way, but at the same time, he's a very respectful person. So the outfit's just something that
To cover them up.
Yeah, but you can't help that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't judge a book by its cover.
So, for example, if you see a young man, okay, his face looks very respectful, but he's wearing a pink T-shirt, for example, and a purple pants. Yeah.
He needs a
What-
fashion police.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm talking about. Yeah, you might not know this person. He might be the sweetest person on earth. He might be a gentleman. Yeah, but his looks, did it change your perception towards him?
No, not really, because I'm not the type of person that judges a person by their looks.
Yeah, but what's the first thing that would come into your mind?
He needs a fashion police.
Well, in certain occasions, when people don't dress well, it's distasteful.
Okay.
And people find it disrespectful.
Have you ever been through a situation where people judged you, without knowing you?
Yeah, more
So,
than once.
Yeah, what do you do in these circumstances?
It depends on you as a person. If you take it personally, it's going to give you mental damage and all that.
Yeah.
But then they're just words, and everyone talks these days, so you shouldn't really take it to that.
Too personal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Marwa, is it important what people think about you?
And
In,
to a certain...
in terms of life, like where's Marwa going to school, what she's going to do after school, what she like, her attitude. Is it important to you what people say about you, or what is important to you?
To me, personally, I don't really care what people have to say about me.
Okay.
And everyone knows that. I just care maybe, like, if my parents aren't happy with what I'm doing, then I won't do it.
Okay.
But other than that, no. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, Maitha?
I think I agree with Marwa.
You don't care about what
I don't
people
care what
think.
people think, as long as I know what I'm like.
Okay. There's a thin line between being good and bad, yeah? And most of the time, we choose not to be bad, okay? what are the things that stops you from being bad or evil? So you see lots of people around you, they might be drug addicts, they might be lying, they might be cheating, they might be horrible people, yeah? What's stopping you from doing evil?
Your parents.
No, it depends on you as a person.
Yeah, it depends on you, but what has made you that person?
Because I know that this is wrong, and my parents have told me that this is wrong. Why should I just put myself into this?
My dad once had this conversation with me, and then he was like, before you do anything, just think, what is my purpose? What am I going to benefit from this? What is the outcome? Who am I going to hurt? And then before you do it, you need to really think about it, and then you do it.
So the environment around you, like your parents, your friends, your loved ones, are responsible for your decisions, whether to choose what is right and wrong. What about the connection with the divine?
What is that?
What?
What is divine? Divine is the creator of this universe. Is there a role? Do you feel
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Because
It
if you're
helps.
close with Allah and say you pray all your 5 prayers,
Yeah.
that drugs and all that never come to your mind because you know it's wrong. And he said, يعني you're in this life for a shortage
reason.
of time,
Yeah.
and then we're going to take you away from it. And
Yes.
there's Jinn and there's Nar, and it depends on you and a person on where you want to go.
Yeah. So one of the privileges that we have above other creations is the choice. Yeah, we choose what to do. And many times our personality, our whispers inside us tell us to do something. Maybe there's things inside us like ideas, desires, things that influence ourselves to do wrong. So if we are on the right path and we see others who are falling on that path, should we extend a hand to them? Should we advise them, or should we just leave them? Because the trend now is that if I'm okay, if I'm doing well, I'm a good person, then I'm less bothered about what everyone else
No, I
does.
think that's wrong.
Yeah.
You should always put yourself in that person's position.
Hmm.
Would you like people to talk to you about it? If you did something wrong, would you like people to talk to you about it? Of course, as a person, and if I'm doing something wrong, I want to be guided to the right path. So
Yes.
I expect people to talk to me about my problems other than criticizing me and just leaving me the way I am.
Also, something I want to talk about is how people advise you.
Yes.
Some people do not know how to advise you. They'll just public shame you on like a social website or in public, and that's not the way. You're supposed to talk to the person, pull them in a corner or something, and make them understand.
This is very important. What you have said is very good advice. Okay, we have another call. You guys are very popular today.
Hell yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
أيوة وعليكم السلام.
How are you?
I'm good الحمد لله.
Who's this?
فاطمة.
Fatma. Yes, go ahead, Fatma. Have you been listening to the show?
Is it عمي حاتم?
Well, yes, it is. I'm Hatim.
Oh, you sound different.
I sound different. Is it good or bad?
Yeah, you.
Is this is this Fatma from London?
Wait,
Yeah,
are
yeah,
you trying to
I'm Liverpool,
surprise us live?
How are you, Fatma?
I'm good alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, it's a wonderful surprise. Your cousins here are, they have a big smile on their face, and they didn't know that you were gonna call today. So,
And yeah, you girls are doing a very, very good job.
so what would you like to tell the 3 girls today with us?
What? Sorry, I can't really hear you clearly.
What would you like to tell the ladies here today?
Nothing really apart from I wish you nothing but good luck and do your best. I know your finals are on the way, so make sure you give it your best. And I really hope you achieve your goals and studying abroad, because as you all know, it's going to be a very good experience, life-wise and study-wise and everything.
Fatma, now that you have mentioned that, it's good.
Yeah.
You're in the UK. You're studying there, and how is life in the UK? Yeah, is it the easy ride that we all thought it is, or it's a tough life, and you need to be responsible? Tell the ladies here a little bit about your life in the UK.
Well, yeah, of course you need to be responsible, and I had my own ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
Study-wise, it was kind of difficult to adjust at the beginning because I think the main reason is that I was the only Arab in my course.
Mm-hmm.
So I found it very difficult to approach the locals, even though they were very, very friendly and sociable. But they had this idea about them that they don't really appreciate socializing with us or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just kept my distance. But that's not true at all. So I think that was my main issue last year. But this year, I was like, I can't do this forever. You know, I'm going to be here for a long time. I need to find a solution to just cope with the situation.
Okay, so what is the advice
so
that
this
you
year
want?
has been really good, actually. And, like, the studies are okay. They can be really hard at times, but if you give it your best, there's nothing to worry about. And life-wise, to be honest, I'm really enjoying it.
You're enjoying it.
Being responsible is really, like, you know,
It's good.
interesting. It's something I haven't been doing before. So taking care of myself is definitely something I enjoy.
Okay, so Sarah and Marwa and Maitha are really looking forward to finish school and go abroad for their studies. As an elder sister to them, what would you like to advise them? You know, how should they prepare themselves for that life?
Prepare themselves. I'm not really sure if there's anything to do to prepare themselves, but just make sure that this is real life. It's not just coming here, having fun, and that's all. Because believe me, you will have some rough times. You need to know how to handle them on your own. Because there is no mom, there is no dad, there is no one here. Of course, you'll meet some friends who will be there for you whenever you need them, but it's different when you don't have family. You need to know how to handle situations. The cooking thing, I mentioned Uncle Hatem talking about it a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, prepare yourself for that as well. Make sure you can take care of yourself. Focus on your studies. I mean, try to find that balance between studying well and having fun. Just enjoy life and explore the world. So it's going to be a very good experience if you get the chance to.
Okay, the ladies here are very happy that you called Fatima, but they are reminding you when you come for the holidays, don't forget their gifts. Okay, so when are you coming?
I'm sure they keep that in mind. So
when are you coming back?
I'll have my gift with you.
iPhone
With
6.
me, sorry.
When are you coming back, Fatima?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. See you. Thank you for calling.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. So, that was interesting. Now you heard...
How come you never told us she was going to call?
I said we have a surprise. Didn't I say that?
Even though surprises can be kind of sad sometimes.
No, this is a good surprise, I
Yes,
think.
it
This is
is.
a good surprise.
By the way, guys, Sarah's crying right now.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, you're gonna get your gift. Okay. Honesty.
Honesty is the best policy.
Yeah.
Honesty is key.
Sometimes honesty can get you into trouble. Yeah, but you have to be honest no matter what happens.
Yep.
Yeah. So honesty with yourself, start as a first step, and then honesty with your parents, honesty with your teachers, honesty with everyone around you. Yeah, no matter what it takes. You have to have the courage to stand up for yourself and say what is right.
Yep.
Okay. So, would you come back to the show again?
Depends.
It depends.
Yeah, I have to check my list. I have a lot of things.
Busy schedule.
Okay, the bucket list is getting longer.
Yep.
So, what do you think of the whole experience since we started the show?
It's really good experience because by people calling and wait, how many people called? 3. But at the same time, it's good to hear their point
It's like
of
they're
views
voicing
too.
their opinions out loud.
Their
Yeah.
inputs.
And at the same time, they get to know what we're thinking, and that changes their perspective about teenagers these days too.
Yes. Okay, so I'm appointing the 3 of you as decision makers in this country. Okay, and each one of you has a responsibility to change a social issue that we're facing. If, for example, like drugs or road accidents or anything else. So, if I give you this opportunity, Marwa, what would you choose? Yeah.
That's a good question. But I'm actually a feminist,
Mm-hmm.
so I believe in gender equality. And
Okay.
it's a big issue here because a lot of people believe that women are not as capable
Mm-hmm.
as men. And I think it's wrong, so I want to start a movement.
Okay, so what exactly are you going to do this with this movement?
Well, first I need to gather my people together.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna just start on social media. We could start doing like events to empower it.
Okay, so give us an example where a man can be equal to a woman
A man
at the moment that you want to change.
a man can a lot of situations that occurred, and they were just like, oh, you can't do it because you're a girl. Like, I also remember this one time in class, this teacher was like, you can't be the leader of this club or whatever because you're a girl.
Mm.
And it really upsetted me, and it made me really angry.
So do you believe there's a saying that says man and women are equal in the sight of God, but they are not the same? Do you
Yeah,
agree
well,
with this?
I'll have to say this, like, to a certain extent, I do believe in equality, but not in a way that it would go out of religion, if that makes sense.
No, but physically, mentally, emotionally, do you agree that they are not the same?
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, so they are capabilities of men and capabilities of women. So, for example, if you are in the house
Mhm.
with your husband,
Mhm.
yeah, and there was a mouse in the living room, yeah, who would be responsible to get rid of the mouse?
Whoever's closest to the mouse.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
See, Marwa's not scared of mice, but then it's different with me.
You're scared of mice?
No, but I'd just take it and put it outside and not kill it. I know my husband will. So
Okay, yes, that's a big argument, and but we respect all ideas, and we think that if you believe this is right, then you should go ahead with it and see what happens next. Yeah, Maitha,
Yeah.
You go, Maitha.
don't join Marwa. I know you are a friend.
I think I would like to stop the drug problem.
Okay, so what would you do?
First of all, I think we should open a rehab in Oman.
I
Okay,
think we have one. I've been
now
seeing one.
now we
No,
have one.
that's for crazy people.
Now I think we have one. It's the Al Masarra Hospital.
That's the old Ibn Sina. The new name.
The old one is called Ibn Sina. The new one is called Al Masarra. It has a rehab center, but not as big as we hope. But inshallah, there's another one coming up in Suhar, and there's another one being built by PDO, I think. But in our level, yeah, what can we do to stop drug
I think-
addiction?
We should aware people.
In how?
We should change the way they think.
Okay.
You know, like, first of all, we start the awareness thing, and then maybe like, just like do different causes and stuff like that.
So if I ask you, Maitha, what is the main reason that makes people use drugs in the first place?
I think because their friends use it and it's like a social thing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Sarah?
Animal abuse.
Again. So it's a social problem. What would you do to stop animal abuse?
It depends on every person. I mentioned that before, but I think we can change one or two people's perspectives, because I don't get what they benefit from killing animals, from shooting dogs, from running over cats and dogs.
Okay. All right. Can we take a short break? Inshallah, we come back after the break.
Inshallah.
Subhanallah. Of truth, and the last 9 minutes of the show, they get to say what they feel, and if they have messages to send out to their friends. So we're looking for a volunteer.
Well, I'll volunteer.
Yes, Marwa.
All I want to say is people should always stay positive, and we spoke about judging people because of their appearance, but I have one question.
Yeah.
What authority has God bestowed upon you to judge others? Who do you think you are to sit and judge other people? So I think the judging needs to stop. You should always stay positive. You should always be happy. And I think that also Sarah's animal abuse thing needs to stop. Yeah.
Okay. So, Maitha, Sarah,
I think
Animal
you should
abuse.
just be yourself.
be yourself.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have friends. You want to say hello to them and
Hi.
No, you're
everyone.
friendless. You're friendless.
at least say hello to your sister Lemmy or something.
Hi,
How
Lemia.
come you know them, you know?
Wait, I want to say hi to someone.
Well, I think we ended up being neighbors.
Somehow.
Sarah?
What? It's my turn.
Animal abuse.
What?
Okay, we heard about the animal abuse. What else do you want to say to your friends, to the humans?
Okay, before you judge anyone, just make sure how you'd feel when you're in their position.
Okay, I think we have time to take one last call. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
خلاص, they don't want to talk. Bye
No, they
bye.
don't want to talk. Okay, so I have one last question to all of you.
Hit us.
Okay, before I say the questions, I think all of you are very courageous to come here today and speak freely. And
Thank you.
when I was at your age, I don't think I could have done this. So today I salute all of you. I salute all of you for your courage, and I hope to see you soon. We have a call. Assalamu alaikum. Do we have a call? Yes. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. No, we lost the call.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Who's this?
This is Wafa Al-Ismaili.
Wafa, how are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, the ladies are excited to hear a woman, finally.
She suddenly becomes my cousin.
Okay, your cousin.
Suddenly.
Okay, Wafa, have you been listening to the show?
Yes, half of the show actually.
Okay, so what
Because
do
I
you...
just left university, so.
Mashallah, what do you think of what has been discussed so far?
First, what I want to say is, I'm very proud of the girls. MashaAllah alayham yani. I'm very proud of you girls, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Dunya wa akhirah.
I mean,
And what I want to say is just that we are the youth and we are the future of Oman. So
Yes,
always
yeah,
keep
absolutely.
in mind and know we are the ones who are responsible of this country, and we should start taking things seriously a bit, you know.
Yeah.
And live your life, enjoy it, but always remember that you are the future of Oman, and Oman depends on us, so we should not let it down. And mashallah, the government and our parents and the people, the community, everyone, we have the education, we have everything.
yes.
So we have to make sure that we give them back what they gave us.
Yes.
Inshallah, that's very good, Wafa. And I just wanted to add something, that there is a verse in the Holy Quran says that إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم.
Yeah.
So if we want to make the change, we have to start with the change by ourselves,
Yep.
and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will change everything around us. And you're absolutely right that you are the leaders of this nation, and you have to be given the opportunities to strive and shine.
Yeah.
We are the future.
You are the future. So thank you very much, Wafa.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Okay, any last words before we close?
I love you, Mom.
Okay, at least someone remembered their parents.
I was gonna say that. But
Alright. Okay. You don't want to say something? to
bye,
your family?
Mom and Bob. I see you at home.
Okay. Dear listeners, thank you very much for tuning in on our program on 90.4 FM. This is your host, Hatim Al-Salam. See you next week, inshallah, with a brand new episode with new guests, inshallah, students. And whoever feels like they want to join the program, please do call and let us know. And we welcome everybody. This platform is for you. Again, thank you again, Sarah, Marwa, and Maitha.
Thank
And
you.
from me,
Thank you.
Hatim Al-Salam. Assalamu alaikum.